Have you ever thought about upgrading your cycling kit, but thought to yourself, some of these cycling brands are just charging insane prices for their cycling kits? Well, today I have another option for you from a brand called SIROKO. It's a pro level kit that doesn't have the pro price tag, so maybe that's something for you. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. The first item I want to talk about is the SIROKO SRX type jersey. This is this one right here. It is in the color white, as you can see, and it is in the size S. All of the items that I'm going to talk about today are of size S. So this one is I would call it an Aero type pro jersey. It is quite light and quite thin as well. It is very stretchy, and that is quite nice when we come to fit, which we will get to in just a second. It is the quality of this jersey that really hit it home for me, because I've had a couple of cycling jerseys in the past from AliExpress, from Amazon, or from local retailers here, and I have to say none of them even come close to the type of material that has been used in this jersey. This is a mix of polyester and elastan. I will show you guys the weight of the jersey in the B-roll shot, so here you go. But what I really like about this jersey is how it feels. So the material is quite soft but quite stretchy at the same time. The jersey has been made with a lot of attention to detail. If we look at the back here, what is very important for me when it comes to cycling, especially when you only have a jersey on you, is a zippered pocket, which this one also has. I really hate keeping my keys just in the quite loosely fitting back pockets, so I would always prefer to have it zipped in. That is possible here. You still have 3 large back pockets that are quite tightly fitting. So if you look at the B-roll shots here of me wearing the jersey, you see that the pockets do not stick out whatsoever, which is always nice. So yeah, all the items that you keep with you are well tucked in. When we continue on the topic of construction, we can see that the whole jersey has been manufactured pretty well. The seams are all stitched and locked, so nothing is really scratching your skin. That especially goes also for the zipper here. So the zipper, as you can see here, has a inner lining, so that the zipper is never on top of your skin directly, but on top of this little lining part here. That makes it very comfortable. When opening and closing the jersey a couple of times, it is very effortless. So that is nice. So when we leave the topic of construction behind and get to the fit of this jersey, we also come to my favorite part of this jersey. So the back part of the jersey has a small silicone strap that keeps your jersey secure to your back, so the jersey is not wandering up over the duration of the ride. And on the front side, we only have taped seams, so there's no extra material being used. That will also cut down on the weight, and the material is quite stretchy, I have to say. When you look at the shots of me wearing the jersey, it is very tightly fitting, so it is never wandering around, never getting any creases, and especially also no wind is coming in from below. That is very nice. Let's continue with the arms. So the arms are, as I said before, of the same kind of stretchy material, and you can really see that here. It is really quite a bouncy material. The ends of the arms are also taped, so they are quite lightweight as well, and they also hug your arm quite well. So you can see here that there's no creases at all when it comes to the arm area. So overall, I really like the fit of this jersey. I really like the feel, and the material is awesome. If there's something I don't like, it has mostly to do with the color of this jersey. I wanted to have it in white, but as you know, white is not the color that lasts the longest, and that also has been the case for this jersey. So if you look at the arm here, and you can also see it here when wearing the jersey, you have a couple of discolorations on the side here, which I think is a mix of cycling oil and my sweat. What you can also see is where the straps sit, usually there's a slight darkish discolorization, and that comes from the straps of the bibs. So my bibs are usually black, or at least the straps are always black. They discolor the jersey part at the front a little bit. But other than that, I really think this is a great jersey, and I think you can get it for around 80 to 90 euros now, which is a great price for such a jersey. If you compare it with Rafa or other brands, you will pay well more than 120, 130 bucks at the minimum. In terms of value for money, this jersey is really great. And with that being said, let's jump over to the second item, which is the bib shorts. If you're interested in any of the items I'm talking about, please check out the link in the description. You can get a 10% discount on all of the items from SIROKO using that link. That will definitely help me out as well, and help me continue to make videos for you guys. So with that being said, the next item on the list is the SIROKO Rocket Bibs. This is my favorite bibs of all time. So this is a cargo bibs of SIROKO's gravel line. This one is a bit of a more funky color, the more gravelly aesthetic, I would say. You have very, very large pockets on the side, as you can see here. You definitely can fit a couple of bananas, maybe 2 or 3 bananas or 5, 6 gels on each pocket side. So that's great for longer adventures. And that's also what I got this Bibs for. I really like to go on long rides, so 6 hours plus. Having a Bibs that can comfortably fit a couple of gels so that you don't always have to take a water vest with you is definitely helpful. So we have one pocket on each side of the leg here, but we have even more pockets on the back side of the Bibs. On the very back side, like right where your collarbone starts, you have 2 more pockets. So in terms of utility, this is definitely the greatest Bibs I've had so far. When we talk about construction, this Bibs is constructed out of multiple materials. You have on the bottom part a silky, smooth kind of texture feel of the main part of the Bibs. That is mostly polyester and a little bit of elastan. And the leg part has a thinner material, which should be higher in elastan, very stretchy, and it has a rubbery texture on the bottom of it. So that makes it that the jersey leg is always very tightly fitting around your skin so that no air is coming up from the inside and that you have a very flush looking bib leg there. When we come to the upper part, it is more of a material that is used for sweat evaporation. So as you can see here, it is a bit of a lighter material with a couple of holes in the middle. That makes it so that your sweat is evenly distributed and can then more easily evaporate over time. The straps are quite tight, I have to say. They are not as stretchy as some of the other materials here from the jersey or the Bibs, but I've not had a problem of it being an abrasive material. So when you're on your bike in the cycling position, you do not feel the straps moving at all. So you have a very secure fit in this Bibs in particular. And with that, let's talk about the chamois part. So the chamois is quite large and quite comfortable. The problem with a couple of cheaper chamois is sometimes that they are too soft. So what happens if the chamois is too soft is on longer rides, you just start to sag through and then you are sitting just right on top of your saddle basically. This chamois is quite the opposite. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's quite a tight material. The foam is very tight and has very little movement, which is great for longer journeys. This does not feel uncomfortable whatsoever. Quite the opposite actually. This is a very comfortable fitting chamois. So overall, I hope you can see it on the shots here as well. It is a very great fitting jersey with a lot of utility, which is quite perfect for long rides. And for this price, I think it's very difficult to find a better Bibs. So if you're interested, check it out in the description below. And with that being said, let's jump over to the third and last item. And of course, no kit is completed without some sort of wind protection. And what I usually do is I wear a gilet. So a sort of like a cycling vest that helps me when going down the mountains to prohibit the wind from accessing my chest area directly. And this vest is my favorite vest by far. And the reason for that is most of the cycling vests do not come with pockets on the back, which I never understood. If you want to access the pockets, you have to unzip your vest and then go under the vest and so on. Really, that is quite annoying. Sometimes you have a couple of snacks that you want to access right away. And for that, SIROKO has created this type of middle pocket. So here you have a pocket that is quite large and you can even close the pocket with this little string here. So that is great as well if you want to keep a couple of valuables at hand, like a wallet. The construction of the vest is quite interesting. So the top part is mainly polyester and it's a non-stretchy polyester. So it's really quite airtight, which is great for wind protection. But the back side is a net. That makes it that on the back, you have a lot of sweat evaporation. So it's not feeling like you are riding in a trash bag, so to speak, which is the case for a couple of other vests I have. This one is quite comfortable. Also, the arms are lined with a stretchy rubber that also helps keep the wind down and keep the feel of the vest to be quite tight. If we open up the vest, we can also see the material differentiations here. The more thicker material on the lower back and on the sides to keep you protected from the wind. And here the looser material on the lower side and the upper back. The lower part is lined with a stretchy rubber. And I have to say it's quite stretchy. In general, there's not much more to say to that. The construction quality, again, as with all of the other items, is great. All in all, I have to say this is a great vest with lots of attention to detail. And yeah, a great fit. With that, let's conclude this video. So, as you have seen, I really like these 3 items. I love the feel and the material of the jersey. I like the utility and the thick kind of chamois of the Bibs. And I like the attention to detail and the utility of the vest as well. So all in all, if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. If you have gotten anything out of the video, please consider liking or subscribing. And in any case, have a great week. Bye bye.